Hello, hello, hello. I know we're a little early, but I still haven't even decided what I'm doing. I am a little unwell, the music's very loud. Winter, hello, hello. Let's just make sure the chats are actually popping up. Yeah, I am not feeling too well. I'm feeling a lot better than I did. I'm gonna turn that down for me, because yeah, we are not getting chat again. Where are all my chats? Let's go back here. Give me 2 seconds. This is why I started a bit early, because I had a feeling. Everything was going to need some time. I'll just use that one. See if that comes through. Hi Cindy, and hello Beanie. Are we getting some chat through? Come on, chat box. Okay, well the emotes are coming through even if they're not showing up on the chat box. You head there on Twitch too, Winter? Fantastic. Why is my chat box not showing up? This is why we started early, because I was like, I bet you everything's going to be broken again. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube, it's meant to be connected. It's all connected. Why are you not showing? And so yeah, today is a very belated stream for my birthday, because as you might be able to hear, I wasn't feeling great. It's been a very sick week, which happens. It's not the first year that I've been sick for my birthday. It was a very inflamed birthday. Mum still insisted I had a day. Yay, Twitch is showing. So we ate lots of food and stuff, but that was about all I did, because I wasn't really feeling great. Yay, YouTube! We fixed it. But yeah, it did throw all my birthday plans out the window. I did talk about potentially doing like a special weekend sort of thing, and I had a few things I was going to plan out. I had some people I was going to contact, and I was going to try and do like a little bit of a charity stream and have some giveaways and stuff, and then I started flaring, and I knew I had this idea, and I was going to start contacting people the week before, but I could tell I was starting to flare up and move into a flare. And so I was trying to rest like before my birthday so that it would hopefully subside, but it did not. And so in the end I was like, I just need to rest. In all honesty, I probably should be resting today too, but I missed you. I'm feeling a lot better today than I have been. Yeah, it can all happen later. We will, like, it's been a while since we've done a charity stream, so we will do some charity streams in the future, because I do like doing charity streams, and I do have some ideas and plans for one. It's just not going to happen over the birthday weekend. But that's okay. It will happen at some point. So yeah, I am here. I have not even decided on what we're gonna do today. I am just like, we're just keeping it low-key and chill today. It is what it is. I have, however, finished recording all my complete collection tour flip-through videos. There is, I think there ended up being 18 parts in total, so I'm still working my way through on editing. I think I've edited and uploaded up to 12. So there's still a few more. But yeah, so because of that, there's like 1,000,000,001 books that I forgot about that I want to colour in now, and it's like, I was thinking next time you streamed I would try my hand at the lighter green page of the month. Well, that was one of the things that I was thinking we could do today. Again, y'all could probably influence me a bit on what I choose. I know that I want something a little bit more low-key. Like, I don't want a Kirby page, I know that much. And so we have my fabulous freebies page for the month, which is the lighter green page. We could keep it like really simple and do some cozy colouring. I do technically have a page in here that I'm going to start this month too. This will become a stream page even if we don't stream it today, but I do have the Pirates page in Nalco Nico, which is super cute. The cats page that we were working on last stream, I did actually finish that off camera because I was in the mood to do it, so yeah, I have finished the cats panel. And then I also thought we could just like pull a random number, like do a wheel and just randomly pick something from the list and see what it generates as well from my collection. God, there's like literally books everywhere because I pulled all the books off the shelf to do all the flip throughs, so there's just like none of the books are in their right spaces. Everything's all over the place right now, but I also think I need to rearrange my bookshelf because one of the things that I realized while I was flipping through all my books as well is because I started using Mod Podge Extreme Glitter a lot more this year, and I hadn't left a lot of it to cure properly because it technically takes a month to cure. So when I was opening these books, a lot of the pages were almost tacky together. So, and that's partially because they've been so crammed on the shelf because there's so many books and it's so tight in there. So I do actually think I need to get another bookshelf and just have a little bit of breathing room and not so tightly packed on the shelf because they were crammed into that shelf. So I'm kind of going to have to rearrange all my shelves anyway, because we don't want to damage our completed pages. We could also do another romantic country because I freaking love this book. It's so cute. I have no idea, but we could choose a page of romantic country. That feels like good cartoony. And then, oh gosh, where was it? There's like 1,000,001 colouring heavens on the floor. Yeah, and if you know anything of my collection, I mean, it's hard because only the first 2 videos have gone out, but I don't know. If you think of anything, I'm probably... I don't know, let's have a flick. Let's see what inspires. What colourful worlds? Hello, hello. We are just deciding on what to colour for the day. We got time. I said we'd start at 10, so we're just taking some time, flicking through, figuring out what to colour today. What am I in the mood for? There is the pancake party page, which feels very birthday and festive. I mean, yes, I know it's a double, but that could be really fun. The big pancake party page. I kind of feel like colouring some cake. Maybe we should look at cake themed pages. I mean, of course, we have the lighter green page. Underwater page. I do love my boobs. How is everyone going today? I hope you're all doing better than me. Hopefully you're not under the weather like me and you're doing well. I'm still going to trim this this baking paper down. After all that, I didn't even keep my hand on the right page. Good job, baby. Pancake party page. We got pirates and pancakes. I was literally just colouring a cozy book because I still needed to check off cake from my winter for winter bingo. Nice. I am trying to be better this year about like participating in more hashtags, but I forget about them all the time. They come up and I'm like, oh, that's a good idea, and then I forget. So I'm trying to be better. I'm also going to be trying to post on Instagram more this year, because I always forget to post on Instagram. Yeah, there's like a sweet little tea party one there. What else have we got? Here's what we could throw out of left field as well. Tarot colouring. This book's beautiful. This one has like, the last time I worked with this was 2 years ago, so this one's really neat. See if there's anything that this is by Alexis E. Thompson. It's really gorgeous. Gorgeous book. Let's see if there's anything that captures me. There is a heart on that one. I know Candace from Happy Catastrophe was looking on how to colour a heart, so I'd have to send that one through and be like, that one's so cool. The Queen of Wands is cool too. She just looks so damn cool. All the Queen cards. I love the Queen cards. Actually. Oh no, it's not. Come on. Queen of Cups. I have to remember that one for Burberry. That was cool too. Oi. It's like, I love filming Complete Collection Tour, but it does leave me like, oh my god, there's so many books I want to work in now. It's like, trying to focus and choose the one. The Empress is cool, but yeah, I think I'm in the mood for something a little bit more on the chill, cozy side. As much as I love it, I'm going to remove the pancake party. Because if I'm going to do a double, I should do the pirates. Let's see how we go. We may pull Fuzzy Hug back out. Yeah, it's a birthday, and this is for my birthday month. So yeah, let's go with lighter green. There we go. Decided. This is why I started a little early, because I knew we'd need some time. So, let me find... Now, if you're not aware, as I knock everything off the desk, don't need to load the site, just need the website address. This is a page for a group buddy that I am running this month. It's called Fabulous Freebies. Speaking of hashtags and forgetting to participate in them. And the idea is that every month I'm going to find a freebie page that we can all colour together, so that, you know, you don't have to like buy a whole book, and you can participate in a buddy colour and the freebies. And artists put out some amazing freebies. So, colouring a free page from lighter green art. You can find it here. Insert address. I am using... What am I going to be using? I don't know. I'm just... What am I going to be using? I'll leave that. I'll leave that blank for now. This is why I went live a little early, because I knew I'd need some time to kind of figure out what I'm doing. It's one of those days, you know, where the brain is not braining. Do I have a Lana Green page? No. Alright. Let's make a new playlist for Lana Green. Because I like to make sure everything's on playlist now, so I don't have to go back through and redo all that later. Andromeda, hello, hello. How are you going, lovely? Long time no see, yeah. I also haven't streamed all week because I haven't been very well, so... And that's why we're a little late this morning too, because I just needed some more time. More time to wake up and get organised and find my feet. It's like, yeah, I'll stream today, it's just going to be late. With the morphia, you can get out of the way. I don't even know. Is that why I've got 2 hair ties on the desk? That would make sense. And we're running a bit late. We're not late, but we're running on our own time schedule today, so things are also chill. Also not been well the past few days. There is a lot of sickness going around, unfortunately, at the moment. I am sorry to hear that. I hope it passes soon. Right, so I did print 2 copies. I usually print 2 copies just in case. And now we need to decide what we're going to do. I think I want to use alcohol markers to base it, but it could be quite cool to do some background splatter coming out as well. Do lots and lots of colour. It just feels like it could be a really colourful page. Yeah, I think I want to use alcohol markers to base, but we should do some background. What are we going to use for the background? Or do we do the background later? We could do the background later, especially if we pull out watercolours for the background and do some splatter going out. It might be easier to do after we've coloured because it's going to leave it wet and then I can leave it time to dry. Yeah. Alright, alcohol markers. Let's work on it. Which means I can update the project command. Leading 40. I am using alcohol markers and I'll use polychromos pencils because I feel like that's going to be good for shading. And then we'll probably pull out some glitters and some sparkles and all that fun stuff. Oh. Alright, so when I talk about the random tubs of alcohol markers, this is what I mean. My alcohol markers are literally just tubs of markers in various brands. Oh, that's my can popping. Sorry about that. Oh, I am not very well prepared. I don't even have space on my desk for all of this. Again, it's a very low-key morning here today. We're just taking it chill. It is what it is. I do have my gloves here at least if I need to compress my hands again. Yada! Hello, hello. Belated birthday, everyone. Snow-covered everything. Are you feeling poorly? Yeah. I've had a really bad week of sickness. I think what's going on is, I mean, hay fever. It's hay fever season. It's been really bad for me this year. But then I also started getting run down and I started flaring. Like, you can see there's a little bit of puffiness around this finger. This ring can fall off where my hand isn't too puffy, but there's a little bit of puffiness today. But earlier this week it was getting out to there, so I was actually flaring right up. And I knew that if I did not rest, I was going to go into a full flare. So basically all I've done this week is sleep and rest, and then when I felt up to it, I've maybe filmed a video or maybe done a little bit of colouring, but it's been a very low-key week to try and stop the flare, and I can feel like the flare is subsiding and we haven't moved into a full flare. Just had a little bit of inflammation, which so grateful for, because I didn't want to go into a full flare. But it did basically knock me out for a week. Got some antibiotics on Friday afternoon. I've had to stop taking them because they're making me feel horrible. Oh no, did you get some prebiotics to go with it? I can't do antibiotics without prebiotics anymore. I have to. I get so nauseous on them. It's awful. Trying to get out and keep the drive and sidewalk clear. Give up. Car is SUV so I can get out. Fair enough. Fair enough, Yoda. So, I should really put that back on up there with Mum, because that's actually Mum's paperwork. What's on here? Oh, that was my little list that I was keeping for the Thomas Kincaid one, and then I didn't actually end up using it, so we can use that as some scrap paper. Oh, and look at that, 10 o'clock, exactly when I said I would be starting. And now we've decided, we're all here, we're all set up. And I got one last thing to do, which is the Instagram post, and then we're good to go. This is why I started a bit early, because I knew I'd need some time. This is all the stuff I usually do before I go live, but I just didn't know what I was doing today. Again, it's a very low-key day. It's a no brain spoons kind of day. I don't know if y'all are like, it's too hard to brain today. We are live and working on the hashtag AWA Fabulous Freebies page. Let's make that purple because it'll pop. And then we need link. We need to go to the clipboard because it's all saved in there. We put Twitch because it's saved in there. Share. Done. We go back to stories. We go back to story. We put the picture in again. We go back to link. And this time we put in the YouTube link because they won't let me put two links on the same story, which is really frustrating. Done. Right, officially done and good to go. Off for the next 3 days, so cleaning and colouring is on my agenda. That sounds perfect. I did it because I'm usually okay with them, but I haven't had these ones before. Yeah. Oh goodness. I hope you feel better soon, Andromeda. I know you've got your engagement party coming up at the end of the month. I am still trying to figure out if I can get down there for it. So it's just figuring out how to get down there, because work has also asked that I don't take any time off for the next month and a half because of things happening at work. So, and most of the buses, like, I would be traveling during work time, and yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out how I would do it, if I can do it. Apart from like coming down the Saturday the week before and then coming back on the Sunday, then it's like I'm crashing with Jules for a week. Yeah. I got the accommodation sorted because Jules said I could crash with her. It's just figuring out if I can get the bus down and still work and stuff like that. All that sort of stuff. Which I can't figure out until Wednesday. But yeah. Artsiendo, hello. My 84 set of Neo 2s arrived. Oh my gosh, the Neo 2s look fabulous. I've got like 4 of them. It's one of those things that eventually I would like to get my hands on the full set. It's just not a huge priority straight away, but yeah, I would like to get a set because they look so good. Are you feeling any better? Yeah. Relatively, yes. Still wow, as you might be able to hear. Yeah, it was unfortunately a very unwell birthday. I don't know why I'm looking for colours. I don't even know what colours I'm pulling yet. But yeah, we're doing better than we were, which is the main thing, you know. Small victories. We're doing better than we were. So we're streaming today, which is improvement. So I'll take it. Not as swollen, not as in much pain, still run down, still hay fever like crazy. Like to the point where I might actually have to go to the doctor and get more stronger antihistamines because the little over-the-counter ones I've been taking haven't been doing a thing. That's awesome, Yada. I love being able to share supplies with people too. And lovely if you could come down, but I completely understand if you can't. Yeah, I'm trying. I won't know. I did say to Jules I should be able to know by Wednesday. Like, I'd let her know as soon as possible. And it's just figuring out how to get down there in a way that doesn't disrupt work. Like, I could hotspot off my phone and use my laptop. I just have to be somewhere with solid enough reception for my phone to hotspot. So, like, I think there's a bus on Wednesday that does get there just before 4, so it's like I could get to the train stop, find a place at the train station, and just sit there for 2 hours, do my work, and then figure out how to get to Jules's after that. Like, I can figure it out. It's just, yeah, and I just don't know until the pay comes in what the budget is and all that sort of stuff, so hopefully by the end of the week, I will have some answers because I really would like to. I'd love to see everyone in Wellington. I'd love to catch up with Jules and Ruby and then obviously catch up with you and Josh and yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll see. If not, I might just have to make a point in the future to just come down for a time. I know Jules has said I could crash with her anytime, so yeah. It's just hard because I don't feel confident enough to drive down there. Because I haven't done any open road driving since my crash and I'm barely driving around town. Like, I'm a lot more confident driving around town, but I'm nowhere near ready to drive open roads, so yeah. Anyway, I am getting completely distracted. We are meant to be working on this page. We need to figure out colours. So obviously up here we have oranges or lemons, and I think we've got little blueberries. So we've got two colours there. So we do need sort of like a yellowy colour and blue for the blueberries. It could be, it's a bit of a darker yellow, but could work. Lemon yellow. You're appropriate for lemon, probably. You're practically the same colour, even though you're a different brand. It's not a blueberry blue. You're a blueberry blue. It's more understandable on the driving front. It's not a short way either. Exactly. It's not just like just out of town. It's a good few hours. So it's, yeah. Eventually I'll get there, but not quite there. Sorry you feel like that, but I'm glad you're a bit better, even if it's just a little bit. Yeah, it's just a little bit. We're taking our small wins, and hopefully we'll get better as time goes on. And mostly I'm just glad I'm not flaring as much now, because that was my real concern, was I was feeling my body move into a flare, and moving into a flare is really, really awful. Okay, you're a little bit more on the orange side than I imagined. This is fluorescent coral orange. But could be a cute colour. What do we want to do for colourways? Like, if we've got a dark blue and a dark yellow, we could do like the centre of these flowers a dark yellow. I was thinking we could leave them white, however, because of bleed-proof skin tones and stuff, when we shade the skin, it could bleed everywhere. That is a very peachy colour. It's way too orange. Barely beige. That would be super pale skin. This one's just called Flesh. It's very, well, that would kind of work with the barely beige. Then this is just called F69. It actually kind of works as a medium between the two. And then that kind of works as a blush. That could be a good little combo. Okay, let's keep that aside. It would be very pale, but it would suit her. And then what colours do we want to do for everything else? I think I kind of want to play with maybe like a blended hair tone. Like maybe we do like the one colour to another colour. That could be fun. You are the same colour. There's so much teal on top of here. Oh look, there's another yellow. That one might be a lighter yellow. It is. There we go. Alright, let's do the yellow first. And we can get these colours away. So yeah, my alcohol markers are just assorted brands of alcohol markers. A lot of them are white label product markers, where a company just produces the markers and then different brands shove their own logo or brand name on them. So yeah, I do have a collection of Copics. I still have not printed out a Copic swatch chart to swatch them, and a bunch of them actually need refills and stuff, and I've got to work all that out because I brought them secondhand. So I just need to get the swatch chart printed, and I have not had a chance to do that yet. Use a little bit of this darker yellow to deepen our colour. Should really zoom you guys in if the thing will work. Everything is breaking today. There we go. That zoomed you in. A little bit of the marker to blend it in. Love your stream overlay. It's been so long since I've been here. I haven't been able to pop in. The flowers and bunnies are so cute. I freaking love it. I did buy it. I didn't make this one, but the main reason that I had to get it when I decided I wanted to update my overlay was the check out the break screen, even though we're not going on break, is this one here, because it looked like they were a bunch of pictures that had been drawn in the background, and these like doodles and sketchbooks and stuff like that, and of course a cup of tea. But the little kitty wearing the frog hat, so cute. If it was a black kitty, it would have been 100% perfect. But close enough to being perfect. So yeah, I just brought it so that I could make a new overlay, because I felt like it was time for a change. As much as I love the blue, and I still use the blue branding for YouTube for everything else, I was just like, nah, I just want to update. So I do eventually need to do a new intro for YouTube and change all my branding from the blue to this more florally pink concept. But it's work to do all the rebranding. Hello Renee, hello, welcome in. How are you going, lovely? I'm all for buying overlays you love, definitely. Like, I can sit there and I can make my own overlays, but it's also worth it to pay someone to do it. And it's cute, and it does the job, and I love it. So, worth it. And it was on sale too. Alright, we're gonna lose a bunch of the shading doing this blue because this is a very dark blue, but that's okay. Blueberry and lemon cake. If this had cream cheese frosting, it would be so tasty. And then we got some extra blueberries on the side. I actually really love a good classic sponge with fresh cream and fresh strawberries. Really just can't go wrong with it. Just a really light cake. Not overly sweet, but still sweet. And of course the fresh strawberries just bring something delicious to it. That is my ultimate birthday cake. For years I would have just said chocolate, but I actually really love a good sponge with fresh cream and strawberry. And if I had had a birthday cake, that's what I would have gone for. Mum and I did go out to a cafe. We usually get like a piece of cake. They only had coffee cake and it didn't look really appealing to me, so I ended up just getting a cheesecake because they had strawberry cheesecake. But it was actually just plain cheesecake with some strawberry sauce into it, and the strawberry wasn't particularly hitting right, so it was okay. It was still tasty, it just wasn't the perfect cake. Supports another artist, and if it fits, it fits. Exactly. Love supporting artists here too. Alright, there is our lemons and strawberries based. And then, since we're here, let's do a little, whoops, this is the wrong pen. Oh well, it is this yellow now. Let's just do that little candle as well, which is incredibly dangerous, and I hope it's fake fire. Okay. That's our light. That's our darker tone. Yeah. And we have some more pinky tones where we need it. So Lada has given us very kindly shadows already in place, so we can kind of follow that for figuring out our shadows. At the hinge there. And you gotta work quickly so that the alcohol blends and is nice and smooth. As long as it's wet, the colours will bleed into each other, so you can keep layering and get smooth blends even with the two different tones, even though we don't have a brush marker, which is much easier for blending. I just watched back your completed pages video. That has been a lot of work. Is that my December completed pages or the start of my complete collection tour? Either way, yes. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I love filming both those videos. I have finished filming the complete collection tour. when I film complete collection tours at the start of the year, I usually try to do it on like the 1st or 2nd of January, and it is a snapshot as of the start of the year, so it changes and it is that snapshot for each year. But this year, because of being sick and just things, it's taken me until yesterday to finish filming. So I've had to like film it and skip a couple of pages that I know I have done at the start of January, because it is meant to be that snapshot at the start of the year each year, so I can look back. Kind of got absorbed into my page. That is what we love to hear, Winter. Getting lost in the process. I believe you're working on this page too, Winter, for the biddy, for the fabulous freebies. I am really looking forward to seeing it. It's cool to see so many people already participating in fabulous freebies. I haven't 100% settled on February's free page yet. I've got a few more artists that I want to find and see if I can find. I don't know if I should do like a February page, because it is February, so make it very themed, or just go for something else. Let's see what inspires me. There's so many cute pages out there though that artists have kindly given. This is my first time colouring on this cardstock, and probably my first true portrait too. Wish me luck and sense. You got this, Winter. You got this. And the beautiful thing about a printed page is that if you do it and you don't like it, or you don't think it's working right and you just want to start again, you can, because you can always reprint it. But also I know how you work, and I believe you'll be able to do it. The reason why I like Lana Green's portraits, and why I chose a portrait, even though I know a lot of people don't like doing portraits, is because it's a Lana Green one, and she gives you such good shading in it that it does break down the shapes and make it a bit easier. And I thought that this one, like, it's a portrait, but there's enough on there and it's simple enough that it would be approachable for a lot of people, because I know a lot of people really don't like portraits, and my hope was that they'd look at it and then decide to give it a go. Because yeah, I do kind of want to try and do different things each month and really make it so that you can really try out different artists and maybe fall into their work. I would really love to have enough of a relationship with some of the really cool, like unique individual, like non-published artists. So like, in one of my colouring groups, we were recently linked to a Patreon of someone called Miss Buttered, and I'd never heard of her before, but her artwork is gorgeous, and I do think I am going to sign up for her Patreon so I can get a bunch of her pages, just for like a month. I can usually only afford to sub for a month to support them, but it's a wonderful thing to do, and you get a bunch of colouring pages. But it would be cool to have enough of a relationship with someone like that and go, hey, and then do the fabulous freebies and be able to promote their work with a freebie that they've put out. But yeah, unless I've released one and I'm not aware of it, I don't know enough about them, and I don't have the confidence to reach out to people like that, or the spoons to reach out to people and try and organise that. I have 2 pages that I'm going to finish. I just need backgrounds as I started them when I was in Michigan. One is from Magical Worlds by Joanna, and other is Orchard Full of Fairies by Clara. Well done, Yada. I keep forgetting to download this page to print. I should do that tonight. I also haven't done this kind of portrait before, but learning to colour portraits is one of my goals for the year, so this will be a good start. Excellent, Hannah. Absolutely. There should be the direct link down below in the video, but I could also bring this up in chat, and then that should bring up the link for you to download as well. To hopefully, yeah, there it is. So that should give you the direct link to go get the page. There's so many freebie liner pages. So if you're wanting to start learning portraits and you're not sure where to start, there is a ton of really gorgeous free pages there. So more than just birthday girl. I just chose birthday girl because it's birthday month. But yeah, lots and lots of lovely free pages there. And as I was saying, like, they're PDFs, so you can print them out, and if it doesn't work, you can always print it again. But there's a little bit of grayscale shading, so it kind of helps you with the shape of the face a bit, because you can see some of the contours. It's still pretty pale shading, but it is a little bit easier than just a portrait where there is no shape given to the face. It does help it a little bit. Because if you're not used to shading a face with where the contours and the highlights are and thinking about a 3D shape on a flat surface, if it was just the lines, it makes it a lot harder. But this, with the shading in there, even though it's just a little bit of shading, it is enough that like you could colour it flat and it would still work. But we'll be adding in a little bit more. Oh, that was a bad blend. More layers. I just realised I don't have anything under this on my desk, but that's okay, because if it just bleeds through, I'll just grab alcohol wipes, clean it up. Alright, and then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use this colour, which is called Barely Beige, but the colours don't matter because, again, these are no-name brands. And I'm just going to add a bit of this to the tips. And the reason for this is that if you look at our fingers are actually redder because our skin is thinner on our fingers. So around our fingers and our toes, kneecaps, ears, they're usually a bit warmer, they're a bit pinker, because of the fact that that is where our skin is quite thin. It's the same as like with our face, we do have some quite thin skin up there, that's why it can be a bit redder. So I like to sort of blush fingertips. It's just one of those weird things that I like to do. And if I had done it smartly, I would have done it while the base colour was wet, so that it would blend while it was wet, but that's okay. Just work it to the knuckle. So it will look a bit obvious right now, but it will dry down slightly. It's very close in colour, it's just a bit warmer. It's just a little bit of a blush. It's actually something I learned from doll customizers, because when they take a doll and then strip all the manufacturer paint off it and then paint it, I learned that a lot of them actually use chalk pastels and blush around the doll, and I was like, oh my god, such a small thing, but it made such a huge difference to the dolls. So that's where I started blushing my portraiture. I love portraiture. I know a lot of people get intimidated by it, but I also, before I did colouring and I used to stream my own art, I used to do portraiture. That was my thing, so I really love portraiture. But I know it's not for everyone, and that's okay. I just used the wrong colour there. Luckily, it's on the fingertips, so it's okay. Because that's going to be blushed anyway. gosh. Sorry, I'm trying not to sniff too much, but also I know I'm going to be a bit sniffly today. Groggy. I want the brush. So much easier to blend with a brush. Blend well, let's wait. Oh, the alcohol marker squeakies. People do that with crochet knit stuffed animals and doll too, like straight up makeup. They do. Because as well as my portrait tray, I also used to sell some crochet amigurumi, little crochet toys I used to make. I did not blush my toys with blush though, because I would sell at markets, and it was about trying to make things like very sturdy, and I didn't feel comfortable putting makeup on things that may be going to kids. I would do it on dolls if I knew they were going to adults, but if I knew there was a chance it might go to a kid, what I used to actually do was needle felt and blush. And that was really fun because I spent ages crocheting a toy, and then I had needle felting needles, and I'd sit there and go stab, 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 stab into the doll to get the blush in. And you could use loose wool, but you could also just use felt, and you just stab it into the doll. It was great stress relief. It was my favourite part because it was just like stab, 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 stab. And it meant that it was in there, it worked, so it was a little bit more safe for kids. Amy, hello, hello. Yours is on the 27th? Oh, another January, baby. Yeah, mine was the 8th. We're having a very belated birthday stream because of being unwell. Very chill birthday stream as well. And we're just working on the Slide and Green Fairy Bee page. Same. Unless I know it's going to be a showpiece, I don't use makeup. Yeah. And that was I used to do a lot of, because I worked full-time as an artist, so it was, I had my portraitures that I would do, and I would do prints of pieces that I would sell at markets, but that didn't appeal to a lot of people, so I used to whip up some toys as well, and that would bring over more people and gave something for the kids. Like, some of the kids really liked the art, especially if they were into art, and I would sit at the markets colouring with my pencils, so especially if they were into drawing, they would really enjoy the art, but the toys were a little bit more generic, so that just kind of helped supplement the income until more and more markets started letting people who just imported stuff in sell, and then I could not compete because I was charging $25 for a little crochet doll that took me like an hour and a half. Like, I was charging living wage. It was always difficult because I would compete against, like, you know, retired elderly people who were just doing it for the fun and social aspect, and they would charge like $4 or $5, and I would charge $25, but I also knew my quality was like top tier, and I had customers who would come back. I had one customer who over the years, because her children found my superhero dolls and then kept asking for different superheroes, and when she realized that I would make custom, the children would design, and then she'd send me through pictures and flip me buddy, that she ended up ordering about 150 dolls from me over the years, because the kids would put on little puppet shows, and like, they loved these dolls, and they had a whole wall of just my dolls, and they would design new superheroes for their stories, and princesses and pirates and whatever the story told, and then they'd be like, mum, we need this in our story, and then she'd message me and I'd be like, yep, and give her a price. And yeah, so that was really cool. And she had sent so much business my way, because she would tell everybody, like, go and get her dolls, because my kids have been playing with them for 5 years and they're still holding up. Yeah, so yeah, it was something I was really proud of, but when I started getting sick and obviously my hands became a lot more difficult to crochet, but it became, I'd started winding down markets before then, because as much as I loved doing the portraitures and working full-time as an artist, it was very not even income, and I was at the point where at the time I was living at home and I wanted to go flatting and be an individual, be a self-sufficient adult, and I realized that not having a stable income was the thing that was kind of holding me back at that point. So I chose to go back into full-time employment after several years of being a full-time artist, and I survived a few years. I was really glad I tried it and I built up what I built it up, but yeah, just after a few years, I was like, I'm kind of getting creatively burnt out here. I'm struggling to make enough to survive. I was just scraping by and I was kind of sick of struggling. So that's when I went into full-time work and just kind of settled, pulled everything back and just did the occasional custom piece for people. But yeah, it was good. It was a good time, but I started right at the end there. The markets that I used to go to, a lot of them started letting in people who were just importing toys, and it became a thing of most parents were like, I'm not going to spend $25 on this handmade doll when I could go over there and spend $2 on this imported doll. And they would look at that and go, why are you charging so much? And go, because it's a unique handmade piece. If you want generic, go get generic. This is not a generic item. Yeah. So it is one of the things you have to struggle with it, unfortunately. I've not tried needle felting though. I do enjoy needle felting too. It could be fun to try. I really do recommend it. I used to hate embroidery as well, so I used to do all my details with needle felting. I hated embroidering. That was the part of the toy that I hated doing. I probably have some photos somewhere that I could show you of some of the crochet stuff I did with needle felting. Since we're fully in this topic now, because you know me and distractions. We love distractions here. No, that's all the art. Where's the crochet? That's all art. I know I got a ton of art on the computer. Did I never bring across the crochet folder? That would have been really dumb of me if I didn't bring across my crochet folder. I mean, I can bring it up on Facebook. It just means loading stuff. Pictures? Maybe it's in pictures. No, I didn't even bring... It must be all on my drive still. For when I changed computers. Give me a minute, I'll load it up. Suzanne! Happy belated. You share the date with my son who turned 21. My birthday was Jan 8th, so maybe if it was that date, we are doing a very late birthday stream because of being unwell. But happy birthday to your son as well. I've not tried markets and on the fence about it. If I ever did, I think it would be fun to do Build-A-Bear type situation where they pick different pieces and outfits and accessories. That's a really good idea too. How can they sell it that cheap? They barely covers the cost of the material. Yeah, there are a lot of people who didn't even really factor in costs. And of course, I was also this was a legit business, so I was having to pay tax and business expenses, so it became really difficult to justify my cost, which is why I switched a lot more into doing online custom stuff. And people would message me and be like, hey, I want this, or they would send through kid drawings and stuff like that. So yeah, there we go. So this is needle felted details. and all the really bad photo because this is from 2014. But instead of embroidering all that on, I used to just use pieces of yarn that I would needle felt in and pieces of felt, and I would do all my details that way for all my felting. This is another one. You can see my old business that I used to do. Yeah, so cute little, like, obviously based on characters and stuff like that, and all sorts of good fun. Needle felting. That was when I was first learning to needle felt. So that was white felt that I cut out for the eye, and then I laid down black felt for the black, obviously, in a little circle of white. But then that purple is actually yarn that I needle felted on top for the purple ring, and like the eyelashes was all done with yarn that I needle felted in. It was like, as soon as I discovered that, I didn't have to needle, like, embroider details. My whole world changed. But I've made a lot of random stuff over the years. I used to get a lot of random requests and a lot of custom stuff as well. I used to get a lot of people who would this is I've got, I don't really want to show that on stream. I did have permission to share it at the time, but it's been years. I used to get a lot of like photos of kids sent through and a custom doll to make for them of them, like them in doll form. I had a couple of businesses that I did specific things for. Where is it? Should be like a game album. Maybe it's in other items. Game characters, maybe in here. Yeah, so this one here, this one was a actual video game that was being released, like a little mobile game, and so as part of the release they were having little prizes, and so they sent me character art, and I made little crochet toys of the characters for part of their thing. So this is like an infinite RPG for Malevolence, a sort of Acrodox or something. I know, that was pretty cool. Yeah, all sorts of stuff over the years. See if I can find like some of my really, sorry, we're getting like fully distracted here. This one was a complete custom, and this one was a nightmare. I loved doing it, but dear God, this is not Fortnite, but some sort of like robot creature. There's over 200 individual parts in this. There's magnets in his head so that his hammer can be held in different positions, and yeah, like lots and lots of individual little parts. There was no pattern for that one. That's a better photo there. Yeah. Anyway, fully distracted, but yeah, it was a good time. I did really enjoy it, and I really enjoyed doing like someone sending through a, hey, could you make this, and then I figured it out. Yeah, here's another concept one, something that I was working out. Another game release where I was crocheting a little prize for the game, working on concept art and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a lot of what I used to do, of people messaging me random stuff and being like, can you make this? And then I would make it. Yeah. I think I saw some of your crochet on Instagram and some of your original art. Yeah, if you deep dive back in the history, you'll find all that. It's all on there. It's all on there. Yeah. I sent you a DM on my most recent giant customized piece. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, Hedda. Of course I'm interested. There it is there. Just have to wait for my very slow internet to load it. I've got a circle. Couldn't load image. Fantastic. There we go. Yes! Giant squid. That is so cool. That is so cool. Am I okay to show that on stream, Hedda? I will wait to get permission. but if I'm allowed to show it, y'all should check it out. It's cool. Giant squid octopus. I did do a couple of giant squid octopus things as well. They're fun. I do miss crocheting. I can do a little bit of crochet, but I can't crochet like I used to crochet, and definitely not at the speed that I used to crochet. For sure. Fantastic. Look at this beauty. Look at this giant squishable friend. So squishy. Of course, it's a sea creature, which I love. I do love my sea friends. Yeah, it's a lot of fun crocheting. I ended up giving pretty much all my yarn to my mum though, because it's so painful to crochet now. And it's with the caveat that if I ever decide I do want to try something, I just go down to her craft room and steal all the yarn that I need. But yeah, I just don't crochet like I used to, so I gave her a really good pile of yarn when I moved in here. Because it is very difficult on my hands, even though I did try and find, and I did invest in several types of hooks that are meant to be better for arthritic hands, and I tried it, but it's the motion of it, it's the twisting of the wrist, it's just really painful for me now, so I miss it. But also colouring is my new creative process, and I love it. Because if you weren't aware, when I first started getting my flaring up really, really badly with my inflammatory disease, like I've had this for years, but it took a long time to get a diagnosis, and it was because I had the worst flare up of my life. And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, no, there's something wrong here. And by the time I got that diagnosis, there was permanent damage in my hands after flaring for months and then having a fall. So I had to relearn how to actually colour and hold a pencil, and that's why I started colouring, because of course I used to be a portraiture artist, so not being able to draw was pretty huge for me. So I started colouring to just help me relearn how to hold pencils, and I just kind of fell in love with the process, because I used to, like, the drawing part was okay to me, but it was always the colouring of my own work that I enjoyed. So colouring just hits the notes of what I enjoy of being creative so much more. Like, I still sketch every once in a while, but drawing isn't something I enjoy. Colouring is something I enjoy. I am a colourist. I've always said I enjoy the colouring process more than the drawing process. And so yeah, that's why I do so much colouring now, and that's why it's been such a deep dive. I used to crochet and do counter cross stitch. Cross stitch is beautiful. It is also somewhere in here I have a crochet project, a cross stitch project as well. I feel like a lot of us creatives dabble in lots of different things until we find that thing that we stick with for a while, and then like after a while you might want to try something else. This is why we need a system, and I know it's not just creative people. There's a lot of, I mean, everyone has creativity, but you know, like I feel like a lot of us, we find a new hobby, we deep dive into it, we buy all the supplies, and then like 6 months down the road we're like, okay, no, it's not clicking as much as it used to. And we need to have a system where you can box this up and trade it for the next hobby you're deep diving. And be like, hey, I was into cross stitch and now I'm over cross stitch and I really want to try flower pressing. And then someone will go, I want to try cross stitch and I have flower pressing stuff. And then you box up and you swap supplies so that you don't have to keep buying all these new supplies for hobbies. Like a try a hobby system. And if you find the hobby that clicks with you, it's like, cool, you've got all the supplies and you can stick with it. And then 6 months down the road, if you try it, you're like, actually no, this isn't clicking for me. I now want to try jewelry making. Who's got jewelry making stuff? And then someone can go, cool, yep, I want to try your hobby and I've got jewelry making stuff. That would be so good. So good. Currently working on cross stitch. Yeah, Andromeda does some gorgeous cross stitching. It is a really neat hobby. I tried it and I do enjoy it to a point because it's kind of like coloring with thread, right? So I can get behind it, and I've seen some really, really gorgeous stuff. Like there's somebody who worked for ages on making a Stardew Valley cross stitch, and the Pokemon cross stitches where it's got every Pokemon from a gen. I've always wanted to do one of them, but then I also know me, and cross stitch is also hand sewing, and I really don't like hand sewing. Again, anytime I had embroidery on a crochet doll, I was like, screw embroidery, needle felting, because it just wasn't my cup of tea. So I know that much about me. I'm so impressed by you guys, so talented. That was fun to see. It is. There are some amazing creative people out here, Suzanne. It's fun being able to see what everyone's up to as well. It's why I wish YouTube would allow links, because I would have you guys spam your links in YouTube. I can on Twitch. You can spam your links on Twitch. I mean, don't spam your links. I don't like spam, but we're talking creative projects. I love being able to see what you're up to, which is why, you know, if you send me something on Instagram and then you give me permission to show it on screen, I can do it that way. But it's a terrible mobile picture, but it's something. Yeah. I am so bad at going all in with different creative hobbies. My problem is I enjoy all of them. My go-tos are colouring and crochet, but I have a hard time finding the balance to do both of them. Yeah. Yeah, I have realised that I can't crochet like I used to. So I did get rid of my crochet stuff, but again, the only reason I could get rid of it is because it came with that caveat of being able to go and raid Vim's supplies if I need to crochet something or if I want to crochet something. So, that was like, that's the only way I could get rid of things. But then on that same turn, my mum has a bunch of like scrapbooking papers and stuff like that, which she gave to me, and then she needed something recently, so I just pulled it out and gave it to her. So that's the only way I can get rid of art supplies, is from giving it to mum, because I know I can use it still. Which sounds so bad, and it's not really getting rid of it, it just becomes mum's problem. But I also get all mum's stuff too, so. But yeah, for me, it is obviously colouring. Colouring is the deep dive, but I also have art doodling. That's something I do a lot of, so there's a lot of, but I have started combining art doodling with colouring, so now it just kind of falls all under colouring. And like, it's a little bit of a creative hobby. I do also every once in a while play video games, but I have very specific video games I play. And I put this under creative because The Sims is a game that I play a lot, and that was one of my go-tos when my hand was so swollen that I could not move it, because I could still move the mouse. And The Sims allowed me to build buildings and tell stories and do it, still have that creative outlet while working within my limitations at the time. So like The Sims Stardew Valley is also has like a little bit of a creative process, because you can decorate your farm and stuff like that. Dreamlight Valley is the same thing. You can kind of decorate and customize and stuff like that. So even though the video games, there's a couple of video games that I can shove into creativeness. And then TTRPG is my other big one. Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. I've got so much Dungeons and Dragons related colouring this month through all my buddies and my own personal goals, because I've got 3 Critical Role colouring pages that I'm trying to work on this month. Technically 4. And then I've got a Dungeon Meister colouring book page, and I kind of also want to work in the D&D colouring book, and I was like, no, you've already got so much other D&D colouring this month. So I'm just placing in the shadows. So I'm following the shadows that Lada has put in there, just extending it out to blend into our lighter color. So we'll have that gradation. work while the pens are wet, so they all blend together. For anyone asks as well about what kind of paper this is printed on, something from the warehouse stationery. Some sort of local brand. I have no idea if it's accessible elsewhere. It's just a good, thick, smooth paper. Alright, give that a moment to dry. Then add reading. Yes, reading's another good one. Oh my god, I used to keep such a detailed book journal as well. Journaling is different than art journaling, but journaling is also another one I used to do. Cross stitch, needle felting, watercolors. Yeah, oh my god, watercolors. Gouache is something I really want to get into. I've been wanting to get into it for a few years, but I do want to get some gouache paint. Love, love, love your jacket. The crochet jacket, Liz, or the one that I'm wearing? I do love my crochet jacket. If you haven't seen, this is my crochet jacket. I think if I go this way. Yeah, you can see my blue hair there too. I actually had blue hair. But yeah, this is before I got blanket hoodies. And this was my wearable blanket, and I freaking love it. I still have it. Still rock it. I just wear blanket hoodies a lot more now because they're even warmer. But yeah, this is really, really cool. This was so many squares and then just joined in a T. Want to start art journaling? Yeah, art journaling's fun. Art journaling can be anything too, which is why it's kind of fun. Video games are definitely a thing. Yes. I got an early birthday present from my husband. He just gave me Neocolor 2s. Oh my goodness. Who else? Someone else got Neocolor 2s. Yana, I think, got Neocolor 2s. Yes, they just got the 84 set. And then who else did I see just got Neocolor 2s too? Julianne and Annette got gifted some Neocolor 2s as well. Like, everybody's getting Neocolor 2s and I feel FOMO. I feel the FOMO. I wish it was easier to get cheaper supplies in New Zealand. I could have. I did buy my birthday present. I did get a little bit of money from my mum, so I did end up getting a very special birthday present for myself. And I ended up getting a few extras because of mum. So, oh, I see a message from Andromeda. I'm guessing this is cross stitch. Oh my god, the Wi-Fi is so slow. Oh my gosh, Andromeda. May I have permission to share it? Because that is stunning. Yes, fantastic. Come up big. Come on. Come on. It's not that hard, phone. You can load. You can load. Thank you. Look at the stunningness that Andromeda is working on. Sorry about the lines because we're on phone. But look at it. Oh my god, I love that. Like the little subtle shading in the fox colors as well. The whole palette is gorgeous. And on the black. Oh, that's so pretty. It's trying its best. It's really trying. So yeah, I did also make my decision for my birthday. I had talked about it in earlier. I put a poll up saying, you know, should I buy Clara Markova's Orchard Full of Fairies, the Yuriri Wild Mouse from the Tokimiko series, or should I buy A Frog's Tale by R.J. Hampson? And I put those three up there because there were three different price points as well, because I also knew it would factor on what I could save. And then The Beautiful Winter took care of R.J. Hampson, so I didn't have to worry about that one. Which left the Tokimiku Yuri Mouse or Clara Markova. And a lot of the people that commented on it mentioned get something that you don't already have in your collection that is different. So I did reflect on that a little bit. Clara Markova did win. However, I do have a Clara book, and I didn't have any of the Yuri Mouse, any of that series. And I really love colouring animals doing people thing. Like, I've realised this is a very specific thing that I love colouring, is animals doing people things. And so I did make the decision to go for that one, even though Clara Markova won. It was like 48 versus 40% or something. Like, they were fairly close. But I did decide to go for that one. And so because it was a little cheaper than the Clara Markova, I could get a couple more. And so not only do we have Yuri Mouse coming, we also have the rabbit fairy tale ones, the Cat's Magical General Store, and the Mona Squirrel one coming, plus maybe a couple others. So I'm so excited. Blick had a great sale on them. I got the set for $134. It saved $120. Oh my god, Yana, that is a fantastic sale on them. That is fantastic. A shock because he's throwing me a 50th birthday party for next weekend. Ooh, go. That is so exciting. It's such a wonderful gift. I know the last time I looked for Neo Color 2s here in New Zealand, they were $850. And then I looked at getting a set in, and they were $450 with shipping to get in. So, yeah. It's the same with Pablo's, because I was looking at getting the Pablo's, and to get the full set in, if I buy it locally, it's $850 or so dollars, and I could order a set in for about $450. So it's like, yeah, we might just buy individual colors. So I just need to work out which colors to get next and just keep expanding the set that way. Art supplies do be pricey here, y'all, but that's okay. Alright, so with the face, we have such a big area that we're working. We're gonna have to work relatively fast, because we want to try and keep this wet so that our colours will blend together. But we are working with alcohol markers, which do like to dry because the alcohol dries. But you've got a little bit of time, but we still have to work relatively quickly. This first layer is not so bad because it's going to be blended out and then worked on top. But we still want to try and keep a little bit of speed up. So again, I'm just putting in the shadows where Lana has put them and then just extending them out a bit. I didn't even shut the lid on that one properly. Good job, Amy. We'll use the big end. We'll just go over everything with our lighter colour. Even though this chisel end doesn't produce as smooth, we can go over it a couple of times. And we're going to go over the lips too, because the lips are skin toned with just more pink. Yeah, of course, we got all these little hair areas to work in as well. And back to this one. That's the wrong end. It's way too big. We'll make it work. So we're a little bit heavier on the shadows of the right side by the look of it. I do apologise if there's chat to read. Again, I have to kind of work this one fast and it's a big area. This is why I keep pausing and chatting. Bring those shadows out. I'm gonna go entirely over the lips because again, to a lighter tone. Pen is also starting to run low. Of course, when we get to the face and we need the most ink. Probably would have been logical to do this first when it had the most ink. That's okay. We'll make it work. We'll just keep layering. We can work with this end directly over, and that'll help blend and add another shadow layer. We're also going to work pencils over the top of this, so it will have even more blend areas. So still need to do shadows in here. Okay, and then a more pinky tone with the brush end. It goes over the ears. Bring a bit into the face. We're going to have to work hard to blend that because, dear God. Back to light tone. Smote! Hello. So sorry. I saw quickly. I will catch up in a second. So sorry. We gotta blend this while it's all wet. Get those blends going. I'm not even in frame. I'm doing well. We're just about there for the blend. Alright. And our darker tone, just bring that in. This is why big areas can kind of suck with alcohol markers, especially if you're trying to blend with alcohol markers. And we've still got more blending to do in there because obviously we're using very warm tones, so we've got no real, like everything's very peachy. So we still want to come in here with some blues and some cooler tones. But this will at least get our base layer good. Ah, that's not good. That did not land anywhere on the page. Cheap markers! Woo! Okay, we'll just deepen up a couple of those. I think we're okay. Can always use a clear marker to bring it. Okay. Make sure most of my clear markers are pretty disgustingly dirty. Okay. Oh, you've still got some pink on it. Where is a clear blender that has not been used to blend something else? Always just use the chunky side. Now you're not even going back in. Yay! Clear blender that hasn't been used to blend other things. Use that to push away some colour. Bring back in a couple of highlights. Alright. We can breathe for a moment. Hi. What you're wearing about the crochet one is beautiful too. When you get a chance, please check out my newest colouring page. I'm trying to learn how to do shading. Okay, Amy, I will have a look. Thank you, Spo. Yes, I did leave the partner program. So, no more channel points. But once you glance back at the chat, stretches and hydrates. Yeah. All the snow. Do. Also, happy it was your birthday. Thank you, Hud. Yes, it was a birthday. It was a very unwell birthday. Where the frick is my water bottle? Do I not even have a water bottle? I told you I'm not prepared for stream today. Yeah, good job, baby. I don't even know where my water bottles are. I don't even know where a bottle is to go with water. There is, I'm not kidding when I say there's stuff everywhere. There's stuff everywhere. We have about a foot of snow there. Oh my goodness. They should have water bottles around, like, where? No, it's the problem. Oh, there we go. There's one. It's empty, but there's one. There's the one I finished yesterday. Stay open fridge. Alright, I need to refill the cold water in the fridge. I could aerate it, but I can't be bothered getting the soda stream out today, so we'll just have plain water. Alright. Hydration, as requested. Done. And we kind of had a stretch because we moved to get water out of the fridge as well. Hey! Hi, Spolt. Welcome in. Sorry, you came in focus mode, but thank you for recognizing I was in focus mode. But just had to get that blend. Like, we'll still come in with a little bit of pencils because you can see everything is like very peachy and warm, but we have managed to get quite a bit of a blend in there with just the alcohol markers. Not even fancy alcohol markers, not even brush markers. Donate your snow to SoCal, they could use it, they really could. Oh my goodness, it is intense. Okay, well, there's all our skin done. Now I have to figure out the rest of the colours, y'all. Actually, we can take this peachy colour. We can use, this is the warmer pinky tone that we were using. Use that just to do it is the waterline of the eye. What are we gonna do for colors? Also depends. What markers do I have that actually have a lot of ink and work well? I keep pulling out coral. It's not a colorway that I normally use, but I don't know. I keep on pulling it, so maybe I'm meant to use it. But see, that's actually a really good blend, those two together. We could do like a bright reddy orange dress. It's kind of pretty. I wonder if I could find like slightly darker colour. That's more on the orange field. This one's called Coral Red. This one's also called Coral Red. That one is very close to being dried out. So look, there's a third colour in the pathway. Alright, well we've ended up with a good set of red, so I guess we'll do red. We're using, oh no, this one's called Coral Pink. They're both called Coral Pink. They're both number 16. They're both very different though. One is quite dark and one is medium. Like, that's Coral Pink 16, that's Coral Pink 16, and this is Fluorescent Coral Red 121. But different brands, which is why we don't trust the tip of the pen. And we do our own swatches. I haven't looked at the news today. I don't want to see it. I have some chicken noodle soup, and after I finish that, I'm working on a million baby animals. Oh, that one's cute. I recently, again, because I've done all the filming for my complete collection tour, so I've been looking back at all my pages and seeing all my Lulu Mayo, and it was like, I should do more Lulu Mayo. There's so many books now. I'm like, I should do more of that one. I should do more of that one. I should do more of that one. Alright, so this one's in shadow, so we can have a bit of dark around here. Medium. She just dropped a million kittens. Yeah, it's so cute. I'm in two minds as to whether or not I get it, because I have so much Lulu Mayo that I have not coloured. But I do love kitty colouring. I think I would be likely to get a million kittens and a million mermaids, I think is the one I don't have. But, oh, been a little over there. It'll be alright. so cute though. Her new book that is coming out looks really different to her A Million series. That one looks really intriguing. I think it's like Cozy at Home or something. Cannot remember the title, but it looks very different. So I'm really intrigued to see what that one's about. I'm trying to, apart from my birthday present, I am trying this year to, because again, I've talked about how with last year's focus being the unworked books, this year my shelf is a lot more freed up and I can just colour whatever inspires me, right? So I'm really curious to see at the end of the year what I have worked in and what I haven't touched as much, and so I'm trying not to buy too many new books this year is the goal, so that I can really focus on what I have and just see what I do and don't colour in. Though I know me, like I already have 2 books on pre-order because Kirby's new book, we're getting Kirby's book regardless. But his 10 years book comes out this year too, which is another like collation book where it has images from all his different books, but it also has like a 4-page specialty spread one, so I will be getting that one too. And I also have the Dragon Spell mythographic pre-ordered by Joseph Cadenbang, because dragons. And these, like, a couple other mythographics I've got my eye on, and a couple other bits and pieces. Malpabides Dream Voyage looks really intriguing. But yeah, the goal is to kind of work what I've got and see what I do colour and what I don't colour, and really hone in on my collection this year. But I say that knowing me and knowing how, like, I'll be looking around and then I'll find a bargain and be like, oh no, I need this one. But I think this year I'd like to focus on expanding out my actual supplies rather than books so much. It's gonna take forever to pick up that many kittens. It really will. I just bought a hardcover Luluman from Amazon France. I was curious to see the book and I'm hoping for paper I like. Struggle with her paper usually. Yeah, I know a few people who struggle with the paper. I really like using Super Tips as watercolour and then painting with that in the book. That's kind of my go-to method for colouring in her books. Yeah, just really cute, fun pages. We'll try. Oh, good. Happy to. You'll see it. can't remember which number Lulu Mayo is in the Complete Collection tour, but you will see it when I release the Lulu Mayo one. I use the technique a lot. It's so bright red. I was trying Arteza brush pens. They wanted to wick right through to the other side, so I'm showing my favourite cast out Arbitura's love, and they're doing so good. And that would actually... Yeah, I don't think I've tried Arbitura's in there. I've tried a lot of random stuff in there. I don't think I've actually used ink tints in Lulu Mayo, which could be fun to try. There's so many things from filming that collection tour that I'm like, I want to colour. And then it's like, nah. I've been really deep diving Stardew again, and I'm in a Stardew mind. Like, I almost just streamed playing Stardew today, because that's the kind of mood that I'm in. But I also didn't colour at all yesterday, which is very unlike me. Yesterday I did push myself to film the last of the Complete Collection tour videos and did a bunch of editing for them, and then by the time I got to at night, when I had time to colour, because I had to run mum to market in between and do a few errands, by the time I got to night I was like dead. So I did some more editing, but I really wasn't in the mood for doing anything, so I just watched YouTube videos. So I was kind of itching to colour today, because I didn't get to colour at all yesterday. But yeah, one of the original plans on the birthday weekend was to do a bit of a game stream as well, because it's been a while since I've done a game stream. I don't often do them, but sometimes it's fun to do a game stream and just play some Stardew Valley again. We have a stream farm we started years ago on my Switch, so could have pulled that up, but I also just was like, we could do a new farm. Start again. But yeah, I did play a little bit of Stardew on Friday night, because my friend Ruby and we have a little chill farm that we play every once in a while. We just come in and play a little bit, so we went and played it again on Friday. It just sits there, and then every once in a while we come in and play it some more. Should set up some extra cabins so that we can invite people in and be like, hey, you want to play? How do you like the newest Stardew update? I haven't had a chance to try it yet. I have only recently... I last played Stardew in May of 2024, and then I went off Stardew for a while, which is usually what happens with me. So I've only recently started playing the update, and that's because the 1.6 came out on console, so I can update it on my Switch, because I am more likely to play Stardew on my Switch through the computer, despite me also having it on the computer. I really am enjoying it though. I have watched so many playthroughs of the 1.6 update. I love what it added to it. I really think it's fantastic. The fact now that one of the things that I like about Stardew so much is the fact that there are so many routes to completing the game, and even completing the game is such a personal, subjective object. Like, you can play Stardew however you choose to play Stardew, and the update has created just even more ways to play the game, like to get objects without necessarily doing the tasks, like to gain skill levels without necessarily doing the skill, just the fun of the new festivals. Yeah, really, really fantastic. So yeah, I do really like it. Yeah. I personally love the update. Yeah. What platform do you play it on? So winter, I play, wow, words. Stardew, I have it via Steam on my computer, and then I have it on my Switch. I did think about even also getting it for mobile, because that would be the one I would be most likely to play it on, is on my mobile phone, because then it would be there all the time. But yeah, the Switch is the one I most play it on. I think I have about 450 hours on my Switch. And then I think I have like 200 or so hours on Steam. I'd have to check. But yeah. It's a lot. You play it on your iPad sometimes? Yeah. If I had like a tablet, I would probably have it on tablet. But since I have a Switch, I have it on Switch. I am having some issues with one of my Switch controllers though, so I think I actually am going to have to buy a new set of controllers for my Switch, because they won't work when they're directly plugged into my Switch. They will work if they're separate, but it's like when it's plugged into the Switch, something on the side isn't reading, which makes me think it might be the reader on my Switch. But I also, like, the light on this one of the controllers doesn't light up, so I'm thinking the controller might be going. Which is sad, because I don't really want to pay to replace it, but I might have to. Try and figure out if it is something where I just need to replace the actual controller, or if it's something with the Switch itself. I just haven't sat down to do it. I recommend an external controller for mobile. I'm not a huge fan of the controls. That would make sense. That would be the part that was concerning to me, is that mobile phone controls is going to be awful. And considering how bad my pad is, like, yeah. I don't need it on another platform. I've got it on 2. That's more than enough. I also have the Stardew Valley coloring book, which is a super cute coloring book. I don't have any computer games or a Switch. I'm to be made fun of now. I have the anti-nerd. No, it is quite alright. You do not have to have... You can call yourself a nerd and not have consoles for gaming. Like, I feel like nerd, for a start, isn't actually a bad term. I feel like nerd just means you have, like, fandoms that you're a fan of, and that doesn't mean that you have to have those specific, like, those specific things. Like, you can be a nerd and not be a gaming nerd. You could be a coloring nerd. You could be, like, you can have, nerd just means that you have a lot of knowledge and focus surrounding a topic. So, like, however you deep dive that topic is fine. Like, you know, I have a strange knowledge of yarn fibers and how yarn is made, so I can call myself a yarn nerd in that sense, even though currently I have no yarn, because like I said, I passed it all on to my mum. Nerd is not a bad term, and you don't have to have games to call yourself a nerd. Like, we all have things that we have a lot on. Yeah, see, I have a few video games. I have a Switch, and I have some games on my computer, but I'm not a huge video gamer. I go through phases of video games. Like I said, I hadn't played Stardew since May last year. Even with the update, I just never went and played it, and I will go through phases where I'm like, video games, and then I don't. For example, in August last year, I think it was August, I had a period in August where things kind of went haywire for me. September was the next breakdown. I think it was August. There was a period of time where things just went a little cuckoo for me, and I had to, it might have even been March actually, now I think about it. I had a few breakdowns last year. But for a couple of weeks on stream, I did not stream colouring. I just streamed Lego games, which is another one of my deep dives. I love Lego games. And for a couple of weeks, I I still wanted to stream and hang out and be social, but I didn't want to colour. I didn't need to colour. And so we played Lego games. We played a whole bunch of Lego Hobbit, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego, I think I did one with Pirates of the Caribbean, didn't care for that one so much, but yeah, like, and then I haven't played a Lego game since. Like, that's my gaming, is I will go through phases where I'm like, video games, and then I don't play video games for ages. Yeah. Yeah. I still think there are a lot of football and hockey nerds out there for some reason just refuse to use that term. Yeah, because nerd has a connotation of being like, I think there's a difference between a nerd and a geek. But even so, I don't think it's bad to call yourself a geek or a nerd. Like, embrace the term. Yeah. Saw a Stardew Valley recipe book at a craft store yesterday. I was so very tempted, but I don't actually cook, so I resisted. I did contemplate getting the Stardew Valley cookbook. I also have no need for it. It's just like, that looks really cool. It's the same thing with the Critical Role cookbook. I have absolutely no need for it. Still tempted, but I have resisted. Because if I'm going to spend money on a book, let's spend it on a book I'm actually going to use and not one that's just going to hide in my shelf and not be used. But I do really like the Stardew Valley coloring book, which I will grab in just a second and show you if you're interested, if you haven't seen it. It's just a small, cute little pocket-sized coloring book. It was actually really cheap as well. I hope it's still available. It might have sold out at this stage. It is kind of old. Can't even remember where I got it from. I have to find the YouTube video where I did review it, because I did link where I got it from in there. It's like some sort of fandom site. It is actually like official product, but it's before the Ginger Island update that they released this coloring book, to give you some context. So it is quite a bit older. Because the Ginger Island update, I believe, was 1.5. Speaking of Stardew, since we're speaking of Stardew, the guy that created Stardew, Concerned Ape, aka Eric Brody, have you all seen the new updated little bits about Haunted Chocolatier? The little announcement that he put out about it? It's still a while away. I actually think we probably won't get it till about 2027. But, oh. You need to see me the size of it so I can find a clear file for you? Oh, okay. Also currently downloading Steam. Well, because the Steam is the gaming platform and then you buy the games on it. If you decide you do want to get Stardew Valley and you ever want a friend to play it with you, because it can be quite fun. Like, there's something very magic about someone's first Stardew experience, but you can also play it multiplayer. Let me know, because it can be quite a lot, but it's, oh, the magic as people discover the game and discover the lore, and so good, so good. And it's created basically by one dude. Alright, Stardew Valley coloring book, where are you? I have books everywhere from doing the flip through of my collection. I put it into the box of things I might colour for the month, because I was like, hang on. It's so fun watching a new player. Yeah, it really is. There's something so magic about a newbie. Do I have a ruler around here? That would be really, really handy. Ruler around here? No, I have to stand up in a minute. In fact, let's just stand up now. Oh. Oh, do I have a ruler over here? Okay. There we go. Thank you, Small. Steve told me I played over 900 hours of the game through last year. Of games through stream, 350 that was Stardew. So much else I could have been doing. No, if that's what you needed for your mental health, that's what you needed, you know? Games are a beautiful chill out. It is 14 centimeters across by 21.5 centimeters down. So it's really feeling like it's just bigger than A5, and that's where I'm struggling, is this here. Is because otherwise in the A5 clear folder would have fit perfectly. 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches. 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Junimos! Yeah. Stardew Valley purchase, download commencing. Oh my goodness. I hope you love it, Winter. I really hope you do. I will switch to Stardew right now, except I don't want to ruin it for Winter now. EA link looks like it's in stock. Thank you so much, Small. I will copy those across to YouTube if anyone wants the link and wants a clickable link. But yes, this is the Stardew Valley colouring book. This is an official product. So, Concerned Ape, official Stardew Valley, just a small pocket-sized colouring book. It is illustrated by Kari Fry, and it is called the Junimo colouring book. And you'll see on the front here, there are all these little symbols. This is the Junimo language, and at the back of the book, they actually give you the translation guide. I have not gone through and translated everything, but you can. Oh, that's right. Spolt is a mod now, because Spolt is the smod. And they can post links. Yes. So yeah, just it is, I think it's 80 GSM or something. It's pretty reasonable paper. It's a good thick paper. Remember, I'm not a complete noob. I've played many hours on the mobile version, but now I'm able to play. Someone teach me how to make friends. I've only ever played alone. That's all good. I will send you a message on Instagram to remind me to do it later. But I will send you a friend invite, or I'll get you linked up on Steam, and then we can play together, because that's it. You have to have the Steam names. Steam, that's not Steam, Amy. Steam, Fred, invite. And before anyone else, I can't open Steam while I'm streaming, and I'm not just putting my Steam name out there. Because, yeah. So yeah, this, if you know the character Jazz actually has the Junimo colouring book in the game. So this is where this concept came from. Yeah. Stardew is my depression game, my anti-depression game, so is Dreamlight Valley. Me too, Amy. Me too. Yeah, I don't have really time to start a game now since I have my mini soon, but later would be super. Definitely. Definitely. So yeah, if you, on the actual Stardew game, Jazz has the Junimo colouring book. So this is what it's meant to be, is Jazz's little colouring book, which is super cute. So just a small pocket-sized colouring book. It is also perforated, so you can easily remove. I will say it is a really strong perforation, so the pages are very easy to fall out, which is my one complaint about the book. It is a easy fallout, but I love how everything's framed and the cute little illustrations, the Junimos in their hut at the abandoned community centre, and then we've got a representation of the mines and all the different little treasures you can dig up, and a couple of the little creatures like the slimes and the suits and the worms and the rock crabs and the bats. And then we have the Junimos gathering all the fun little things. And then chickens, which one of these chickens has to be blue, of course, right? And little baby chicken, and the bunny, and the duckies, and then all the produce and the hay, and there's a void egg. And then we have Old Master Cannoli. I just love the Junimo on the little leaf here. Look at Amy being an influencer. Shush! I am not an influencer! But yeah, we have the Junimos at the library. So we've got like different treasures, including the chicken statue, which freaking love the chicken statue and being in here. And then drawing, which is super cute, and reading the library books. And then we have the desert, and you can see here that it's starting to... So yeah, that is, like I said, that's my one complaint, which is why Andromeda was mentioning about looking for a clear file, because I was struggling to find one where I am. So yeah, probably without the perforation, we're about 5 inches. So it's about a ½ inch for the perforation. But obviously, like, well, I could trim out the cover. Yeah. But yeah, the desert. And then we have the Egg Festival, which the Junimo in the bunny outfit. And then the one page I have coloured in here, which of course is the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies, which I love the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. So, so cute. So, so cute. And then we have the Hello Eve's Festival with the giant golden pumpkin, and they're all dressed up in costumes. So we've got a little witch Junimo, little Frankenstein Junimo, mummy, little bat, and then the witch that makes all the void chickens and stuff. I can't help, I have to go and play around in Stardew until my meeting. Yeah! Go do it, Witcher. Go do it. Enjoy it. Getting the stress inks out and stencil some clouds to finish the Joanna page. Yes, that sounds wonderful, Yada. Good job. It's a perfect book for a doctor's appointment. It really is. It's a good little pocket travel book. Feast of the Winter Star with all the winter forage. Giant Junimo snowman. And then we have the 5 repairs at the village. So we've got the mine carts, the bridge, the greenhouse, the bus, and the rock for panning. And then we have a bunch of different crops that we could harvest, and this one's such a cute little page. Should really do that one. That one really would take bog. So cute. Bunch of different crops. And then making different foods. Of course, we've got our coffee and our ice cream and different bits and pieces. And then we have the Junimo's drawing, and the drawing concerned Ape and colouring in concerned Ape's image, which is so cute. And then, yeah, so it's all single-sided. They do have, like, little Junimos on this page doing different things. I think it's actually meant to be, like, you can flip it and it moves. Yeah. Which is super cute. Just little touches like that. It's been really well thought out. And then, like I said, it's all been written in the Junimo language, and you can go through and translate all the little titles and stuff like that. Which I have not done yet, but I might do that eventually. So yeah, just a small little book, but very, very cute. It didn't cost a lot, even with shipping to New Zealand. Influencer. No. Oh. And this is now dried, and I should have done more layers. Oh. So see if we can get it to blend with a layer on top. Might have to rework these bits a little bit. I didn't finish shading. It's too excited. Too distracted, but I love the distractions. We've like had a fully distracted stream today, but that's okay because you know what? I said it was just going to be a chill stream. We're just going to take it as it is. Enjoy it as it is. It's going to be one of those streams. Definitely need to get this somehow. Yeah, so the US, it's from fangamer.com. The US one is, Spalt has put that it's out of stock, but a restock is planned. But on the EU one, it is available, which Spalt put up above in the chat, the link to that one. There was also, I think, a Japan Fangamer, but it depends on where you're shipping to as well, I imagine. I think I ended up getting it from the EU one, and even then the shipping wasn't horrendous to New Zealand. Yeah, all orders on the EU one ship from the Netherlands for a flat £5. Maybe I did get it from the US one. We get a 404 error on the Japan one. Restock planned, yeah. Yeah, it must have been the US one because it was about $9, and then I think with shipping it went up to 16, but it still wasn't huge. And you get a discount if you buy it with the cookbook, just saying, but it is out of stock right now. But hopefully soon, especially with the 1.6 release. Oh, I probably should have done these a different colour, because I was going to do the side of the dress a different colour. We'll just make it all dark red. Thank you, Smalt. I should have copied it when I did actually open the link, because that's why I opened the link and then I immediately forgot. Oh god, my brain today, I swear. I swear. Probably doesn't help that I also haven't eaten today yet, but I just wasn't hungry. Like, I brought a pizza yesterday and it's still in my fridge because I just was not hungry. I did eat dinner though. I made myself some gochujang stew so I could cook up tons and tons of bok choy. And it was delicious. It was just what I needed. Hot spicy soup. I ended up having 2 bowls of it, so I had like 2 whole bok choy bloods yesterday. So much. Alright, let's deepen up a couple of these. Again, we will come in with pencils and we will deepen some shadows and stuff like that, but the more that I can get deepened with the markers, the less work I have to do with the pencils. And with my hands being so lamey at the moment, The less work with pencils, the better, just in case. They're not too bad today, but they could flare up again. I love that her hat is actually a plate. Just makes me laugh so much. Okie dokie. More red. Thinking these thin little, like the edge of the pockets of the strap on the dress here, we might do that in like a gold or a silver or something with a bit of sparkle. Could be quite pretty. Has anyone tried the Stardew board game? I haven't wanted to pay that price without knowing if it's worth it or not. I've not personally played it, but I know a couple of people that own it and really love it. It is a resource management type of board game. So if you like Carcassonne or Lords of Waterdeep or even to a little bit of a point red and yellow. Red and yellow. It's the most common one. You don't see it up there. Petard. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to think of. Yeah, it's what I've heard. It's very, very good. It's a lot to get into. Yeah, I mean that would make sense. I think because you can choose to do like. You go and do different tasks on the day, but it is a little bit of a resource management game. I know Sammy has played it a few times and she doesn't really care to play Stardew, but she does like the board game. So yeah, it's a board game that if I had more people I would play board games with, and I have a whole cupboard up there that all behind the soft toys is full of board games. I have a lot of board games, and it was the next board game I would have purchased if I still had people to play board games with locally. And then I know a couple other people that have played it and really enjoy it as well. Be right back. Need to heat up something to eat. All good, Yana. Good on you. Doing some self-care. Should probably do the same. Should probably have some lunch at some point. Just don't know what I want. Honest to God, I kind of actually just feel like chicken nuggets. And I know we have some chicken nuggets in the cupboard. In the freezer. Maybe I'll just cook up some chicken nuggets. Sometimes you just want kid food, you know? I got pizza, I got little, we call them Cheerios here, but it's not Cheerios cereal. They're like little sausages, little cocktail sausages. And I've got pizza and chicken nuggets, and it's such a little kid's meal, but it's actually kind of what I'm vibing today, is just an absolute little kid's meal. Chicken nuggets, pizza, and Cheerios. Speaking of, hey Sammy, we were just talking about the Stardew Valley board game. Chicken nuggets is a valid choice. Chicken nuggets are always a valid choice. Sometimes you just need chicken nuggets in your life. It's so damn good. Yeah, so Sammy's not as much of a fan of playing the video game, but really enjoys the board game. So that's what I was saying. Yeah. Love resource management, worker placement, engine building. Yeah, so if you like resource management, I think you'd probably like the Stardew board game. Yeah. You got both your pages finished and ready to get on to another one. Well done, Yana. Hello, Brittany. And you have 18% power left. That's all good. If you need to save your phone battery, Brittany, please do. Please do. You know, there's always a VOD later. It's quite alright. If any of us have the same games, we could probably figure out a way for both of us to have our setup and play over video or something. Possibly. Possibly. I miss playing board games. I just don't have anyone locally that I play board games with. And I have so many board games. It's like, do I just... It's another one of those things, like, when I was moving, I was like, do I actually sell all these board games? But I've put them away for now. But I think it's probably something that I need to look at doing, is actually selling the board games, because I don't play them. They take up space, and I could use that money from selling them. I just know how much I spent when I invested in them when I was playing games with people locally, and I worked full time, and I could afford to drop money every once in a while on a new board game. It's the same as when I used to run D&D in person, and so I dropped all this money on models and model painting and maps and all this physical stuff for D&D, and now if I run D&D, it's run online. I don't need any of it. Tabletop Simulator lets you play the games. Yes, that's correct too. On Steam, you can get a game called Tabletop Simulator, which lets you run games. And we played something on it, Sammy, I believe. Actually, if the Stardew Valley board game is available on Tabletop Simulator, we should play that, Sammy. Because I would like to play the board game. One day your niblets will reach that age where they can play board games with Auntie Amy. They will, and that's a big reason why I have held on to the games, because I'm like, one day they will be at that age, and then we can play board games. But they're quite a few years away from that age at the moment. What image are you colouring and who's it by? Thank you, Smoke, for bringing up the project command. You can do that at any point, exclamation project, and it should have what I am colouring, who it is by, and what materials I am using. Just do exclamation project, and it should bring it up. Provided I have remembered to update the command. Which I did. I actually remembered. It is? Good to know. Good to know. Alright, we just got the front of this dress to go. Then we'll just go around and deepen some of the shading where it's needed. Try and shade this without, should really go onto the side, without bleeding into the buttons. Do a little bit, it'll happen. Oh, damn. Sorry, missed muting the mic in time. Hopefully that did not blow out any eardrums or spike too loudly on the mic. Oh, on the plus side, feels better. Thank you. Sorry, I try to hit that mute button, but they hit so hard and so fast that sometimes I don't get a chance to mute. Jeez. And blendy, blendy, blend. Blendy, blendy, blend. Blendy, blendy, blend. Oh, my head, my nose, everything. We need to blow the nose. Alright. Do I have any tissues left? Because I am going through this box incredibly quickly. Oh, yeah, I've still got a little bit left. Why are you trying to do that now? I don't want you to do that now. 2 seconds. Oh, we can breathe again. Definitely helps. Okay. So we'll just deepen up a little bit of shadows. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an overly long stream today, folks. I think we're going to have to probably, like, I've still got a little bit left of me, but I don't think we'll be going for hours and hours today, because I'm still not, as you could probably hear, I'm still not 100%. I am glad I did manage to stream. And we chose a picture and we got started. But, yeah, I know, like, I'll still aim for my 4 hours, but if I start feeling it before then, I may even call it before then. But we'll still try and get done what we can get done today. But I know on Sundays in particular, I like to normally do longer streams, but we're still not 100%. So we're also going to listen to the body, and if I feel like calling it, we will also call it. I think I want to try and, like, get her finished at least. Do you have a cold, flu? I have a cold and I have hay fever, and I've also had a bit of a flare this week with my body in terms of its inflammation. So, yeah, just a very rundown, unwell week for me, unfortunately, which is why I haven't streamed all week, and I had a very chill birthday, because we weren't well. These things will happen. Alright, you are not the clean blender. You are the clean blender. I'm going to use this just to push over the red that we got on the buttons, because it doesn't actually make your colours more paler, it just pushes it. So I'm going to use this to push out the red, and then if I choose to do a light yellow or something for the buttons, it won't be an issue, because it's all pushed out of the way. Disney Queen, oh my goodness, hello, hello, how are you going, lovely? It's good enough to know you're still alive. Don't push yourself past what you can do today. Thank you. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Like I said, I do want to do a little bit more, but that's also why I started late today, because I was like, I only woke up at 8 o'clock, so I was like, I need some more time before stream today. I need time. So, yeah, I was like, I feel like streaming, we're gonna start late, and we'll just do what we can do. So do we have any suggestions for hair colours or anything like that? I'm kind of thinking, although I do like the contrast of the red and the white, I think that's really sweet for her dress. I was thinking gold, but the red and the white's quite pretty. Which, if I'm going to do that, I should also push out the red in here. But do we have any suggestions for hair colour? Do we look at doing like a funky hair colour? Do we do a natural hair colour? Do we do rainbow hair? How wild do we go with this? I wonder if I can find a photo, because we could do this for the hair. We could take inspiration from an old hair colour I used to have. Let's see if I can find it. I don't think I have. I should really save some pictures to my computer so I don't have to look these things up all the time and deal with slow internet. That being said, thank God for Facebook. Okay, I don't have a photo of me tagged with the hair there, so I'm going to have to dig back several years. Find this hair colour. That's the mermaid hair, blue hair. There we go. Alright, so it's very frizzy here because I had literally just washed it, but I used to have hair like this. So rainbow fringe and then blue for all the rest. We could do that for her because she has that side. She has that fringe and then the pigtails. So we could do the rainbow here. That was really fun. What colour is the cake going to be? I'm not 100% sure yet. I was kind of, obviously I coloured the lemons and the blueberries. The cake could be anything, the plate could be anything. Like, I could just do the cake like whitish, like it's like a cream cheese frosting, which makes sense in my head for like a lemon and blueberry cake with cream cheese frosting. Good. So excited for the Festival of Arts at Epcot and Disney World. Ooh. But yeah, we could do the rainbow. We could do one colour. So it was like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then I did pinks on the side. No, did I put blue in the fridge? Where's that image gone? No, I did blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So yeah, purple. There is a little bit of blue because I did pinks on the edges. And then purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And then the pink was our two edges, and then we did blue for the rest of the hair. Rainbow hair and blue curls would be cute. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards it. Like, yeah, it was when I had a fridge. I don't always have a fridge, but I gave myself a fridge there because I wanted to try doing that rainbow. So I cut my hair into a fringe, and then I dyed my hair the rainbow. It was real fun. I turned up to work, like... So my manager, the laboratory manager, has a thing about my hair. She hired me with blue hair, so she knows I come in with funky rainbow hair. And I came in with that hair colour that time I changed it from like blues, and then I done purples, and I done like purple, pink, and blue, and I changed my hair a few times. And so every time I came in, everyone was like, "Oh, Amy's got new hair." And then I turned up with a fringe and the rainbow. She's like, "Oh my god, it's rainbow, Amy." I was like, "I know, laboratory manager." She's like, "Have you ever considered a nice brown?" It's like, why would I do browns? So when I came to the Christmas party with my hair incredibly grown out, she's like, "Oh my god, your hair's a natural colour." And it's like, that's because I've been sick and lazy and I haven't recolored it. She's like, "It's really nice." I'm like, "You cannot give me grief about my hair colour," because we were with some people that hadn't met me before, because I work at home. And so people don't know me. And the person that we were talking to that I just got introduced to was like, "You have rainbow hair?" And it's like, "Oh, I've had all sorts of coloured hair." And Sally was like, "Yeah, it's great fun." It's like, and she hired me with blue hair, so she knows, and I can do my hair any colour. It doesn't affect the quality of my work. And she's like, "Nah, no, it doesn't. Your hair's fun. I can't pull it off." And it's like, "That's okay. I pull it off." Rainbow hair, please. Okay, I think we're settled. I think we'll do the rainbow. Alright, so since we've got this beautiful pinky red out, let's keep that for our red. And then we'll pull out the yellow that we used before for the lemons. And that'll give us a yellow. We'll do like bright blue. And then we'll keep the blueberry blue for the actual blue of the curls. So I'll have like a brighter blue in the fringe. Because I have a feeling I actually did do slightly different blues between the two of them. Purple. Cool. Purple. Right. And then we need a very bright green, like a good appley green. Emerald green. You're probably... Oh no, you're actually good. Right. Green. We need an orange. The one and only time... No, I lied. There was one other time I put orange in my hair. And that is when I did rainbow streaks. Which again was still predominantly blue. Oh my god. So this is going back many a year. It's Bolt. I don't know if you remember this stream. But this was going back, I think, 2017. I once streamed me colouring my hair and I did rainbow streaks. And the stream was literally me in the bathroom with a glass of wine, my laptop in front of me, chatting as I coloured my hair. And I bleached my hair and I literally took like a centimetre at a time, put a colour in, put tinfoil on it, merged to the next thing. And so there was a lot of blue, but there was about 16 different colours and various shades of the rainbow. 2018 is when I did that one. This is it here. So you can see all the different colours. And it was a lot of, like, I had quite a bit of dark blue. So that was like my primary colour because I wanted it to look blue. And like the top was all done blue. But then there were all these different streaks under it. And yeah, basically I just streamed for like 8 hours. There was no placed colours of my hair. It was a good time. Yeah. Your hair stream, yes. I remember helping you track colours. Yeah. God, the shit that I have streamed over the years. Everything is content. Alright. I know what pink I want. Can I find the marker? Not that one. It's one that looks very similar to this one though. Yeah, that's the pink. Alright. We have a rainbow. So... we start with a little bit of pink on the sides. So I'm not going to worry too much about shading the hair because this is going to need pencils. It's going to be too fine and too detailed to do with markers. So we're going to pull that out with pencils. Alright. Red, orange, yellow, green. Oh, wait. Let's go back. I want that other image. Yeah, so sort of halfway is our yellow and green. So we probably could extend the pink a little bit more. Yeah, because we can bring the pink, we can bring that yellow in a bit more. Excited for it though, with the art, but all the food is artistic. There's usually an artist who will paint along to upbeat music. That's really cool, Disney Queen. It sounds a lot like WOBAD here, the World of Music, Art and Dance. Really cool festival. Not that I've ever been, but it looks very cool. Nope, I can bring you in a bit. Bring you in while we do the rainbow. We'll just do a little bit of blend between the two, like the two hair colours are merging a bit there. Yeah, I do hope to one day have the energy to dye my hair again. I did wash it recently. That took just about all my spoons. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna have the energy to bleach it. Because that was when I was heading into a flare, but it really had to be washed, so... we'll need a couple more weeks, and then hopefully in a couple of weeks we will have some energy again. And we can look at finally going back to blue. It's been way, way, way too long. I miss my blue hair. I mean, you can see how badly my hair has been growing out. This is the most I have ever grown my hair out since 2016 and not had it coloured. Like, at this point I could almost just chop off all the old bleach and start again, which is something I am contemplating doing because it will be much easier for a re-bleach. I have to check how much bleach I have to at this point because we're going to need a lot of bleach. So yeah, I'm not worrying too much about like shadows and highlights. I'm focusing more on just getting the colours placed in the blend between the colours. And then the shadows and highlights we'll pull out with the pencils. But just making sure that we've got a good gradient blend across. Will you go back to the person who did your last haircut? Probably. I know this time though I would ask for a couple more layers because they did it quite straight across, but that's what I asked for at the time because I was just more so for those that don't know, my hair was really, really long and I used to trim it myself because the last time I had my hair professionally cut was awful. But then I decided I wanted a change and I got it cut from like halfway down my back to just below my ears. So it was quite a significant change, and I did pay a hairdresser to do that one. So the first time I'd had a professional cut in a long time and I really liked it. But I do want to I think I'll get it trimmed again, get a couple more layers in it and just get some shaping around the face. I didn't ask for that at the time. I came in with a very specific image and she's like, that's real easy to do, and just did it and it looked really good. So... yeah. also have great chalk art of Disney animals and characters around the Round Showcase. It's fantastic, Disney Queen. Hello, Perfection. How are you going? Right, so we'll keep the yellow nearby. And then we've got our rainbow there, so the yellow to help do a little bit of blend into the green. So if we do green, blue, purple, and then we can extend the pink a little bit. Yay, I think my random placement without actually measuring will work. We need our yellow to re-blend into the green. Just to create a little bit of a blend. It's fair enough. It's fair enough, Brittany. If they ever train them. I have no idea what the policy is here because I don't have kids, so I have no idea. Blue. Blue, blue, blue. And we'll bring a little bit over here to blend into the purple. And then again, we need to bring some green into the blue. Just create a bit of a blue-green. I like it. I like how our rainbow fringe is going. Oh, oh my god, my head. Right. Purple. Having my latte, continuing to de-stash. You're doing such a big de-stash right now, Perfection. That is fantastic. I hope it makes you feel better about colouring in the collection. I know I definitely felt better after de-stashing. And I'm getting a lot better at de-stashing too. The right amount of colouring books to have in your collection is what feels right to you. So if you got lots or you don't like lots, it's all valid. Alright, there is our rainbow fridge. It's really cute. I like that. TK Dodo, hello! I don't know why none of my alerts are working right now. We had this problem last time, but thank you for the raid. It's probably the same thing as the chat, and that I need to learn to refresh it every time and make sure things are working. Happy belated birthday, Twitch Twin. Thank you so much. It is, yeah, it was on Wednesday. Just haven't been feeling great. So we're doing a bit of birthday belated stream. We're colouring in a super cute page that is called Birthday Girl. Really, really fun. And right now we've just done a rainbow fringe, and then we're going to do blue pigtails for this cutie. How are you going, TK Dodo? For our friends that aren't aware with the TK Dodo shout out on Twitch, I know words. I'm doing well. I have a cold and I'm not wording well, but TK Dodo is a gorgeous streamer on Twitch who plays video games but also colours, and colours a lot of trees at Goodridge and works with Pablo pencils, and is the person who introduced me to Pablos. So if you're not already and you want to give them a follow, give them a follow. They're going to have 30 Years of Disney on Broadway exhibition to go to the Broadway and concert series. That sounds amazing, Disney Queen. I'm up to Hannah Colson, Millie Brodo, and Kanoko and Gilsum at Thursday. Yeah, good old easy section. Good old easy section. Alright, and so for the pigtails and the rest of the hair, we're now going to do our darker blue. Our blueberry blue, which, yes, it will look the same as our blue for our blueberries, but when we shade, we'll do different shading tones with the pencils, so they'll look slightly different. So yeah, if you've just joined us, also I should do my introduction. Kia ora, my name is Amy. I am a colourist based in Aotearoa, New Zealand. I colour in adult colouring books or adult colouring pages as we're working on today. She, her pronouns. I am very, very unwell, so braid is not braiding, but hey, we're here, we're having fun, and right now we're colouring this birthday girl hair colour inspired by an actual hair colour look that I did many years ago, where I had a rainbow fringe and then blue for the rest. So we're just working with some alcohol markers to colour, and then we will come in with pencils later on to shade, but we're gonna start with our alcohol markers. A little bit up here. Tiny area. We don't want the alcohol markers to bleed into the skin tone. Sorry. I will check chat in a moment. I just need to get this in. Yes, I managed to do a line. Oh, hands. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for doing the focus command. This page is also this month's AWA Fabulous Freebies. It is indeed. Sippies and stretchies, yeah. We're doing good stretchies. Oh. Now I just need to figure out the rest of the colours. And we've got a few colours now to pull from because we did the rainbow, so it'd be worthwhile to pull those colours into other areas of the page. Obviously we've used the red and the dress and the yellow and the blue, so I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll do her eyes green and bring the green down to her eyes. And then we could do the flowers in purple with a little bit of pink in the centre. We've also got the balloons. We could do different coloured flowers even too. I don't know, I'm getting... My brain is starting to struggle to process. I think I want to do the eyes green and struggling with all the others. Stretchies are important when you have these focus modes. It really is. It's important to stretch regardless. Hi Chai, enjoy your lurk. And also TK Dodo, enjoy your lurk as well. I think I'm just going to do green for the eyes. Like, it's screaming to be green. I don't know why, but we're just going to listen to the brain. It's saying green, so we're going to do green. And then we'll take our yellow. We'll work a little bit of yellow into here as well. Okay, I like it. Now I'm stuck. I do like where we're at with it, though. I don't know. I don't know. You are a very light colour. You are a dead colour. This is called silk. You could work for the cake if we wanted to do cream cheese frosting and just put a little bit of colour on there. I'm trying to find like a super, super pale light grey so that I can shade the eyes with pale blue. I know I have some very pale greys. Green grey one. Definitely got a green tint to you. Not what I want. Oh, colour called Floral White. You may also work as a cake shade colour. You may even work as a shadow colour for the eyes. Or a secondary blend colour anyway. Come on, I know I have some super light greys somewhere. Cool grey one. That's what I'm after. And then we can use the floral white to blend into it. Now give us a little bit of shadow colour. This is the kind of thing I could probably do with a pencil later on. But as I said, the more I could do with marker, the easier it is on my hands. Could always darken it up later on. And if I did want to do the dress details white, we could use that as well. Or if I want to do the plate white, I don't know. Give us some rainbow balloons, like full-on rainbow gradients for each of the balloons, or just like red, orange, yellow, yellow, green, blue, blue, purple, pink, or like each balloon is a rainbow. And then how that could be fun to do with I don't know if I have the spoons to do it today, but pull out Inktense and like randomly colour in the rainbow blends and then blend it all together and make it all watery. That could be cool. Or do we just do white balloons with rainbow dots, or... Can you tell my brain's not braiding? I'm also looking at these flowers, and then I was thinking maybe I could do like blue, purple, pink flowers with yellow center. And then I was like, I could do different colored petals on each flower, so each flower could also be rainbow as well. We could do rainbow flowers, so it's like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and like blend it around so each of the flowers are rainbows too. I mean, I have no qualms doing rainbows. I love rainbows, so rainbow flowers could be really pretty. What you got for washi tape? Actually, that's a good point. Where are my washi tapes? Where's anything right now? Oh. Oh. Could do some fun patterns. We could... What have I got that's got lots of colour? Because we want colourful. I have this one that I've used many a time. A flower in each colour to match your hair would be cute. So not each flower is a rainbow, but each flower is a colour of the rainbow. It could be cute too. Let me just look for like rainbow tape, which I think I am surprisingly low on. That's interesting. Okay. Note to self, find more rainbow washies. I know there's like a rainbow stripe somewhere. Do I not even have a rainbow polka dot? I need to clean up my washi tape case. It is horrendous. There's also a nub in the bottom of it for some reason. Oh no, your Christmas presents. Although you could be birthday presents, though it is very Christmassy colours. Pull it out. Wow, I am significantly lacking in rainbow colours. This is disturbing. There's another little triangular pattern one on there. Right, I really need to find some more rainbow washi. How do I have so little? Like, I have so much washi and yet so little colourful washi. I mean, it makes sense. I usually buy a washi because I'm like, oh, that's a cute pattern that is repeating and in a colourway and it'll make cool clothes. So, I mean, I do mostly use my washi tape for clothes. I could have sworn I had a rainbow stripe. Did I use all the rainbow stripe? I mean, this is also a possibility, is that I've just used it all. I mean, the rainbow stripe was really thin anyway. Aha! I knew I had one somewhere. So I have this one, but this one would be kinda a nightmare to match up. Maybe lacking a rainbow. What is this? Exactly. So yeah, this one is kinda rainbow-esque, but because it's so thin, it would be kinda a nightmare to match it up, and they would just end up being practically one colour. Or else it'd be really obvious that it's different washies layering over one another. This is one by the lovely Pencil Bitter. He sent me a sample of a bunch of different washies. And I believe because it's on here, it should be stackable. Yeah, it looks like you can match up the edges, maybe? No, it doesn't actually line up, so that one's not repeatable in terms of pattern. This one is not repeatable in terms of pattern. I know that from experience working with it. It does not stack. It's not wide enough. And then this one is the presents, but they're very Christmassy coloured presents. Which, I mean, this one would at least layer, but it is a Christmas washi tape. Amira, hello. You're quite alright. You're perfectly on time for yourself. I'm struggling with decisions. I'm having a day where my brain is not braining, and I am struggling. It probably would be easier if we wanted rainbow balloons to actually colour the balloons white and then do different dots in the different colours of the rainbow on the balloon. So we could do that and then do our rainbow flowers over here. What about paper piercing? I probably do have scrapbooking papers and rainbows. Could look at all my scrapbooking papers. There's a lot more effort for me to go and pull out all the papers. Try and rack my brain and try to remember if I have anything distinctly rainbow. I think part of it is I'm also just feeling everything go very, very, very much right now. Love the girls here. Thank you. We took inspiration from an old hairstyle that I did, which is this one here. From my own rainbow fringe hair days. So, it's fun. Okay. As much... Oh, I just realized you coloured all the hair all rainbows. I love it. Yeah. What about glitter? There is no doubt on glitter. I have glitter. We could do a ton of different glitter. Gonna head off now. Gonna take a break from cross stitch and go play some games. Oh, good, Andromeda. Thank you so much for being here, lovely. You have a fun afternoon full of games. Good luck with decisions and take care of yourself. Yeah. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I am really struggling and I am feeling my brain just absolutely chug, which is part of the reasons why I'm struggling with decisions. Like, I know when I reach this point that it's something that the harder I am having a time to make a decision, the more brain fog I have, and that's usually a sign I need to go and have a nap because I just can't process. Which is usually why I have to take a nap before work, because work involves a lot of processes. So even though it's only been 3 hours, and I normally would stream for much longer, and I would have loved to got all the alcohol marker base done, I know how my body is, and so I think it's actually a time to take a break from it. I would take a break and switch to something else, but I genuinely think I need to actually go and take a nap and take some self-care time, because it's starting to feel like a lot. Again, I'm just glad I did manage to make it to stream today, because we've been so unwell all week. So happy to make a start with the page, and 3 hours is still a reasonable stream. I mean, I know half of it would be distracted and looking at different things, but we got a good start here. I love how it's progressing. Like, I love that we went for the rainbow here. That was the perfect choice. We got all the shading on the dress and the skin done, and we just need to come in and do some like blue and purples to help balance the skin a bit. We got our cake started, and yeah, just time to take a break, time to think about other things, and we will come back to this on Tuesday, hopefully with a brain that actually is functioning, and I will have some decisions made by then. I'll keep all the markers out. I'll just chuck them into a container and keep them all out, so that at least I know I have the same markers out for Tuesday, and hopefully we'll braid a bit better then. But yes, in the meantime, thank you so much all for being here, and I hope you all, I know a few of you have talking about joining in for the AWA Fabulous Freebies. I would love to see your version of this page. It is a free page that you can print in colour. I know a lot of people are intimidated by portraiture, but I'm hoping with the grayscale that's already on there, it becomes a little bit more approachable to colour. I'd love to see your versions. I mean, this is just alcohol marker. It's not even pencil shading. It looks practically done already because of the grayscale on there. So, yeah, give it a go. It's a freebie. It's just going to cost you a quick little print. If you've got a printer on hand, easy. A little bit more difficult if you like me. You got to go and get one printed. But yeah, take care of yourself. I'm going to go and nap up. I mean, I've shot a whole energy drink today and I feel dead. So that's a good sign. But yeah, take care of yourself. We should be back on Tuesday, which is in 2 days. 2 days, not 3 days. That's... time's weird with the time zones. Tuesday, 9 a.m. New Zealand time, unless I'm still really, really unwell. So keep an eye out on all the socials, just in case. But hopefully we should be able to push ourselves for another little stream. It might be another short one, just if I'm not feeling great still. But yeah, appreciate you all. Take care. Keep an eye out for a ton, and I mean a ton, of videos coming for the Complete Collection Tour. I'll go and get another one uploaded tonight. I think it's Mythographic tonight. I think Mythographic was the third one I had set up. So that'll be coming out later tonight. But yeah, take care of yourself. All the aloha to you all. And I'll see you next time.